Hi Capricorn, this is your horoscope for July 2017. Thank you for joining me. Now from the 24th of June until the 20th of August, you've got the Sun, which is your identity, conjuncting Mars, which is the archetypal male principle. When two planets conjunct each other, they move together and they blend their energies together. So the Sun is your identity and Mars is what you want. Both of them are in Cancer in your 7th house. So you're going to have a strong desire in July to really nurture other people, to nurture them physically, emotionally, intellectually, or spiritually. By doing that, you're kind of unique here this month, Capricorn, because you've got Pluto sitting in your 1st house of self in Capricorn, and when you nurture others and when you heal and take care of them, you also heal and nurture yourself. That's amazing. Now on the 5th of July, Venus moves into Gemini and it stays there all month. Now in June, Venus was in Taurus in your 5th house of romantic relationships. So it was much more focused on the physical side of things, on the body, on the way things looked. Venus in Gemini loves to communicate. She loves to try different things, to experiment. And your 6th house is the house of day-to-day routine and the way your life runs, the routine of it, the schedule of it. It also relates to your body. So those are the two things the 6th house are about. So Venus going into Gemini there allows you to experiment a little bit and to have fun with your day-to-day routine and see if you can change things up so that your life is more enjoyable and your routine is more enjoyable. And you can also try different things with your physical body and with your health, in the sense that, you know, if I want to make some changes, let's have fun with it a little bit and see what effect this has. So, you know, if I start running once a week, let's see how that goes. Does it give me more energy or less energy? So that's what Venus is going to enable you to do. It's going to enable you to have a little bit of fun experimenting with things which often seem quite serious and quite boring and heavy. Like, you know, weight loss and fitness, you know. Some people enjoy it. I'm not one of those people. On the 7th of July, we've got Mercury, the planet of communication, going into Leo, and it stays in Leo until the 26th of July, and that's in your 8th house of institutions, bureaucracy, and red tape. Okay, so Mercury in Leo is very, very confident, very public. So for you, this period where Mercury is in Leo gives you the ability to really stand out. If you're in if you're an employee in a company, or if you work in some sort of organization, you can really stand out through the work that you're doing. And it's also the perfect time to do presentations, to speak openly. And it's also a great time, if you're unemployed, to look for work and to do job interviews. You come across as very confident and very well from the 7th until the 26th. So there are a million situations you can apply that to. What situation is coming up in your life where you need to come across as confident, articulate, and well-dressed and well-spoken and all of those things? Plan it for the 7th through to the 26th. That's when you're going to be at the peak of your powers. Mercury moves into Virgo in the 9th on the 26th of July, and then when that happens, the focus shifts completely and you become much more interested in learning and expanding and studying from the 26th of July onwards. Now on the 9th of July, we have Mars squaring Uranus, and Mars is in your 7th house of relationship, urging you to nurture other people. Uranus is in the 4th house. So this is very interesting because Uranus is the miraculous and the unexpected. It sits in the 4th house of family. So the people that you're helping and all of the healing and nurturing that you're doing either could end up with this miraculous situation that you meet someone who ends up being like family, so a lifelong friend or a new romantic relationship, but the things that you're doing to help other people are really going to transform your life and the landscape of your life in terms of the people who are in it. So all of the good you're putting out there is really returned to you. So Capricorn, you're really blessed this month in terms of your relationships and creating wonderful, wonderful new relationships. On the 9th as well, we have the full moon happening in your sign of Capricorn. So I will make a separate video on the full moon because they are complicated. So I'll make a video to go into real depth with it. But in your case, Capricorn, it happens in your first house of self. And Pluto is sitting on top of it. So a full moon is a completion point. You will feel very comfortable in your own skin. But because of that Pluto, your life will transform for the better in some way on the 9th of July. So either you've met a partner, or you've earned more money, or you feel more confident within yourself. There's a personal transformation going on during that full moon in Capricorn. So really, this is an amazing month for you where you really develop and grow as an individual. So you'll continue to work with that energy until the 21st of July when Mars moves into Leo, and Mars now moves into your 8th house of, again, institutions and red tape and bureaucracy. This gives you an ability, like earlier in the month, to really be very public. Remember, from the 7th of July until the 26th of July, when Mercury was in Leo, Mars now kind of takes over for Mercury. So again, if you're working in an environment, you will stand out. You can compete, you can really do very, very well. And Mars in your 8th means that if you are employed, you will now start to become competitive anyway. That gets stronger and stronger because the new moon happens on the 23rd of July, and that pulls more Leo energy into that 8th house. And now moving into the end of the month and into the beginning of August, you're really going to want to be top dog in your work, in the institution you belong to, and the focus has really shifted from nurturing others and taking care of others, and now it's kind of back to myself and how can I achieve and how can I really get to the top of things, and you feel very passionate about that. So it looks like an exceptionally good month for you, Capricorn. If you would like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. And the way I do these readings is I draw up your birth chart by looking at your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, I can either rectify your chart to find out the time of birth, or we can use sunrise. And what I do is I analyze your birth chart. That shows me your weaknesses and your strengths, what your vocational aptitudes are, what your life purpose is. We can also look at what's coming up in future via the predictive astrology. So what's coming up in my love life or in terms of career, finance, relationship. We can look at 2017 and beyond in terms of how things are moving. So if you're interested in that, please get in touch via the website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. If you like my videos and you'd like to support me, then please hit the subscribe button. That is hugely supportive to me and really easy to do. So please subscribe if you like my videos, and I'll speak to you next month.